Warning: this podcast may contain adult content or language. It also might contain content that could be seen from others as uncomfortable or upsetting due to personal reasons. If that is the case, then please proceed with caution or stop the video, as we at the table are comfortable in most circumstances. This is a safety blanket meant for all individuals watching these episodes, as it is unclear what story content will be displayed. Hope you enjoy the story. Welcome, everyone, to DoubleTime.
Why, hello.
Before we kick things off here, I want to once again say that we have partnered up with RPGLeague. They're an innovative tabletop RPG service that gives reviews, has local tournaments, and fan-nominated tournaments themselves. Highly check them out at www.rpgleague.com. It's still their landing page right now, but it will be released shortly. Otherwise, check them out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and you'll see them. So, where we last left off, the duo, as Anna and Jester had learned of a conspiracy. They discussed with the dead Ilinara, or dead Sazeth, trying to dress as Ilinara. Didn't work, but learned that Generoth was partnering with a good old friend from the Shadowfell. We don't know who, but we have assumed who. As well as that, Krishnov had to have listened into a very inopportune time and was blasted into oblivion. After which, we dumped the bodies over with our good friend Travis, who's lived there for years, and began to go to sleep. During that moment, Jester was greeted by the gnomish man that was in the Nameless from before, who spoke that the Nameless was working with a man called Generoth. And the moment they said the name Generoth, he began to wither away. He, under some kind of magical effect, the moment he said the word Generoth, he died. After that moment, switching places with Anna, they went in search of the Stone Man, where they then found a small little hidden cubby of sorts, and the moment that they pressed their hand into it, they teleported into this super confined room with a skeleton attached to what looks to be a stone plaque. Talking with this Stone Man, they found... What did they find? I don't think they really gathered a whole lot.
They didn't really gather any information, but they learned a lot about themselves.
Oh, right, yes.
Anna had a revelation? Is that the right word?
Well, it was Jester that learned that the two of them were made by Strahd von Zadovich to help him escape the Shadowfell. Everything that we had done was a part of that, and then Jester then pushed that onto Anna. From there, we then went to court to talk to, because of the conspiracy, and discussing with Relic, who then, being persuaded by Jester, was persuaded to tell Zariel, and now they are sitting in court with Zariel, Bell, Oraz, the two second-in-commands of Zariel, as well as 10 other ice devils inside of this courtroom. Things were not going well.
Nope.
And just before Zariel decapitated us, Asmodeus showed up in a blink, manifested for once, rather than being a portion of what seemed to be a dream that he's always communicated to us with. He interjected and prevented the blade from colliding with us. And that's where we last left off. So, Jester, you come to with about 5 feet between you and Asmodeus, about 20 feet from Zariel, whose flaming longsword is just flickering with flames. And you could see at the moment that Asmodeus had shown his presence, everyone around began to bow. You currently have the dagger in your hand as well.
I'll, are we prone or kneeling presently?
You're kneeling as you are in execution style from Zariel.
I will stand up.
Asmodeus looks at you. Well, I think that we know where we all stand, correct? And he looks to the rest of the room, and several of them kind of just look up. Zariel's just there, kind of sneering, just...
I will take this opportune moment to pull out my notebook and take some notes about Zariel's potential desk.
When you look around, it doesn't look like the desk is here, because the podium there is very small in comparison to, like, Relic's massive desks. So you quickly surmise that is probably not her desk.
I put my book back, dejected.
At this point, Zariel, Oraz, and Bell both kind of lift up their heads and stand. And what purpose do you have of showing up now, Asmodeus, our lord? And he looks to the rest of them. What the one here says is true. This is a grave matter. Zariel kind of looks at you. Her face just kind of pulled back momentarily, and her positioning, her stance still remains the same, the flaming longsword in her hand. Then what are we to do? This one here is the cause of it.
I mean, kinda. Not really. You can't blame me entirely for this.
Well, you're the one that brought this individual here.
You have no concrete evidence?
I have your own word.
I protest.
Several of the, like, ice devils kind of just, like, murmur, but their murmuring is less of a chorus, and it's more of just maniacal, disgusting sounds.
Oh, God.
And it resonates pretty loudly amongst the 10 of them that are there. Asmodeus just kind of perches in. Whether that is true or not doesn't matter. At this point, killing them is going to prove nothing. If the person's already here, then what is the purpose of killing them? Zariel just kind of, like, looks at you, points the sword at you. In a moment. And then flickers it away. Before we go any further, let me set the timer.
You had one job.
I have 17 jobs. I don't know what you're talking about one.
Can you count, sir? 17?
I have a lot. Look, you're the one that got 10 and 9 mixed up, so, you know.
Well, I never said that I was a prodigy, sir.
I mean, one could assume it doesn't need to be a prodigy to know that. Anyways, beside the point.
How rude.
But yeah, the flame longsword just vanishes in like a puff of smoke. Then what do you assume that we do?
As she's waiting for a response, I do that one magic trick where you pretend to pull off your thumb. See, like you stick your... Yeah, you know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, you bend your thumb back in such a way that it kind of like looks like your thumb's there, and you replace it with your other hand's thumb and just kind of pull it away.
Yeah.
As you're doing this, Asmodeus doesn't even look at you. The rest of the room just kind of like staring. You can see one of the ice devils is like about to clap, and then stops, looks around, a little confused.
I point at him. I take it back.
Yeah. So at that moment, Asmodeus looks out to the room, starts to like turn. You've heard everything, yes. Generoth, your partner in arms and ranks of this well-established government that I have built, is planning to ruin it. And at that moment, like, the room falls silent. We cannot allow this to happen. And I recommend having as many allies that are with your founding group here. And at that moment, some of the Ice Devils kind of, like, walk away. They leave the room. Some of them grab some of their spears and take off. Zariel, as Lord of the First, it falls upon you to prepare the defenses. You have the Blood War at hand, and in such have plenty at your disposal. Zariel looks at Asmodeus, then looks back at you. Then I suggest that we bring her with. Asmodeus looks to you. What do you plan to do? Looks at you with, like, this almost pressuring glance as he kind of, like, nods at you. You see he kind of, like, lets out this raspy cough.
I will put myself at Zariel's disposal on the condition that she doesn't try to murder us as soon as this is over, or any time later.
Asmodeus looks at Zariel. Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh boy. Oh boy. I do believe that's plus 3? 15?
15? Your persuasion's only plus 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
I am not proficient.
She looks at you. Fine. But if you step out of line, the flame blade just emerges once again. Like I said before, in a moment, vanishes once again.
I make the knife disappear.
Okay, so you stuff it in the bag.
And I wave my hands all magically.
You are not someone that I enjoy.
Oh, that's too bad.
Know your place. You may not be a slave. And she kind of, like, looks over at Izith. But I am still lord of this plane.
I pulled the knife out again. You recognize this knife? No?
I do, yes. Should have led with that. Maybe we would have had a better altercation.
I mean, the other me isn't very smart, so take that as you will.
She looks at Asmodeus and looks at you. The other you have not left this room. And then in a moment, her eye kind of, like, both of her eyes just flash yellow, and it kind of stays there hovering for a few seconds. Then they revert back to normal. I see, so there is 2 personalities in one. You know what they do say. Women do never get along.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Still,
I much prefer you.
I don't prefer many.
Oh. Oh. Fine.
But I will work. Rather, you will work with me in fixing this problem you have made for us.
Okay. I agree, I guess. I have no choice, of course, but, you know, I'd like to pretend.
Well, you know this person that my subordinate was supposed to know, right? Generoth.
If it's the same person, I think it is. Yeah, most definitely. We have a very long history together.
Then you should be able to find them.
Mm-hmm. Internally, I'm like, no.
Make a deception check.
25.
Well, I mean, she has a +8 to insight. I do remember this. Or no, it's only +5 to insight, right? No, it's +8. It's +8. All right. Fine. Then we will start there. Asmodeus looks to you. I must go. I'll leave things to you.
Oh, before you go, my Lord and Savior, praise be his name. Have you heard of a marvelous invention called tea? Might help with that cough.
I've tried a number of things. Age is not something that tea or other natural remedies will fix. Make a perception check.
I, as a player, know that's a lie. 13.
Okay. Okay. I need to roll a perception check for Zariel as well. And Asmodeus. What you see, for a brief instance, there's this ripple in space. For a brief glance, it doesn't look like there's anything there. And then, Asmodeus, as he's facing you, you see pain, a painful look at you. Zariel, her eyes flare with confusion for a brief moment and anger. And then you see from the chest of Asmodeus this gray clawed hand clutching what looks to be a thick black and red stone puncture through Asmodeus. And that ripple of energy fades, and you see the similar black-haired, slick-backed man that you have seen from Shadowfell as Strahd von Zadovich. And you hear him say, he looks to you, "Finally, you've manifested yourself. For too long, I've had to listen to this dribble." And Zariel instantaneously flickers the flame blade and dashes towards him. And just before she brings it down to his neck, he snaps his finger, and she freezes in place. You freeze in place. Everyone else that's standing in this room, you can see during that time, Relic stood up with his mace and had it flapped up, about to bring it down on top of both of them. Izith is still kind of recovering, and Meijin is there, not moving, kind of in the same position that Izith is. Everyone in the room locks up. You can make a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please. I have much to say. Natural 20.
Natural 20? Okay, yeah. So you feel this energy kind of, or, well, it doesn't matter. I think a whole person's a wisdom saving throw, right?
I think so, yes.
Well, regardless, you rolled a natural 20 anyways. This energy kind of washes over you, and as it does, you feel this energy kind of fall off, almost like it didn't affect you of sorts. And he looks at you. "I wouldn't try anything if I were you. Asmodeus is not wrong. His age is his greatest downfall." And the red, like, the black, pitch black stone in his hand begins to, like, light up as Asmodeus has several of these black or red tendrils latching onto it, and it almost looks like the stone's red lining is absorbing this energy, and it begins to glow briefly and just pulsate.
Not good. Anna, we have to work together here. I have an idea.
You can roll initiative.
18.
All right, 22. Well, I actually don't know what his dex is. I just assumed it was +3, but I think it's actually probably higher.
Probably.
Yeah, he rolled a natural 19, so. As you are kind of recoiling off of this, you Just watch. And he looks to the rest of all of the... He sees, like, Bell, Oraz, in a brief, like, wave of his hand. Both of them just vanish. I have the power of the true Lord of the Nine Hells, with a rejuvenated body and a much more powerful prowess than this withered old man. And you can see Asmodeus, as Strahd is talking, his skin begins to wrinkle and several different portions of it begin to peel back, almost like it's drying out.
Oh, fuck.
Will not be bested by you. The moment that I take control, I will release this plane from its bindings and truly rule over this plane. And he yanks out the stone, and at this point, it's just hovering in his hand, just this thick layer of energy coursing through it. Asmodeus just kind of falls to his knees and looks up at you. You keep your bargain. And he just falls face first forwards. It's your turn.
I need a moment. Okay, moment done. And,
you just feel like this overbearing presence of two emotions, anger and fear.
Anna, we have one chance. I need to borrow your 4th level spells.
You have them. Just do it.
I banish him.
All right. So he has to make a charisma saving throw.
You believe?
I'll
look it up quick.
I'm pretty sure it's charisma for banishment.
Yep.
All right. I'm just going to look up a vampire quick, because I don't know Strahd's stats, because I don't have his book. So
His stats are the same, except he has the spellcasting.
Gotcha. Good to know. Vampire. 297.
Mm-hmm.
24? So you let out this hand, you like reach up, because you have to be within touching range, right? For banishment? So you reach up, you just place a hand onto him. He just looks at you. His eyes flare in the same color that Asmodeus' eyes once were. And his eye flashes briefly. I need you to now make... I don't know what this spell requires. I believe it's a strength saving throw.
Okay.
Let me get my player's handbook out for telekinesis. I'm pretty sure it's a strength saving throw. You might as well just roll first, because, I mean, in reality...
Unless a 15 beats his DC.
No. You might have before. Not now.
What have you done?
Telekinesis. Okay. So in that moment, he just holds out this hand, and you... Or no, his eyes just flashes, and you get thrown straight into the wall, just... There's a brief moment where the entire room just resonates as it's beginning to empty. And during that moment, several of the ice devils, as you kind of slam into the wall, open the door, and they see this man clutching onto this red pulsating stone. What do we do? They're just talking in this strange language that you have no knowledge of. I believe that they do not speak. I believe they're not speaking common. I know that they probably speak Infernal or something, and you only
just
know
bust
Elvish.
out Infernal for dummies really quick.
Yeah, with your fucking free hand. And I don't think you take damage. I'll double check. You might actually take some damage. Doesn't specify. All right, then screw that. I'm gonna make you say it. You're gonna take. I need to get my dice tray because I'm an idiot. You take 10 points of bludgeoning damage and just slammed full force into this wall, almost like you are being repelled away. And you're just kind of suspended in the air. As you do, there's this brief moment where you're almost expecting everyone that's currently being restrained to be released, but they don't move. Neither of them are able to even budge an inch. You're just, what did you do? Do you understand the repercussions of this? And Strahd just turns back to look at Zariel. Oh, I know. I do. But for what I desire, I need everyone. And he snaps his finger, and differently than what you saw the other two, how the other two vanished, from like her upper body, this like brief light emanates, and it courses throughout the rest of her, and she just vanishes into like a puff of light energy. Soon I will break this thread and empty the world. For I'm gonna restate this entire sentence because my brain shut the fuck off.
Snap, and I point at him and I say, "You do that, sir."
I'm just excited that my plan finally came through. You brought Asmodeus out. He finally left his comfort zone, left his hiding. And finally, my freedom will be fully unraveled. And from his bottom of his feet upwards, you just see this like dark energy begin to coalesce, and he begins to vanish into dust. Eventually, once his entire body vanishes, everyone that's restrained is not restrained. You fall from the wall.
Are any of them looking at us at the moment?
The moment that Relic, Majin, and Izith were unrestrained, Izith goes to you. The other two go to the fallen Asmodeus, who's on the ground. Izith like approaches you. Is that the man that you were talking about?
Yep.
We don't have time for this. And she grabs you and kind of like drags you up onto your feet. We need to figure out what's going to happen.
I don't know how to break this to you, but what do we do against a man who can literally kill a god?
They look. Izith looks to the rest of them. Asmodeus, and both. Relic is silent, but Majin is there, kind of turning him over, looking at him, investigating the wound, and there is no emotion, no response. But you do feel a faint energy from your bag.
From the bag. I rummage around and pull out the knife.
Yeah, when you pull out the dagger, you can see it doesn't look any different, but you can feel this, like, hatred emanating from it. Almost like it has, like, its own self-emotion of sorts.
Well, Izith, you fought in the Blood War for a very long time, I'm sure.
Here and there, yeah.
Have you ever fought, whatever they call their kings over there? I'm sure they have some.
No. I've never seen anything like this, and I certainly haven't fought any abyssal gods, or kings, or lords, or whatever they are. if he was able to do this, Asmodeus was, from what you said, in a weakened state when you were just informing Zariel. And he talked to you. He's never physically shown himself, or at least this embodiment of him, before. My question is, if this was the plan, then what was the purpose of moving Genera to the second plane?
There isn't one, is there? It was all a ruse.
He said that you brought him here, that you fulfilled the plans. What does that mean? And at that point, Relic kind of stands up. Yes, I think you need to explain what's going on here.
Yeah. We, may have kind of set him free from where he was, but it was never my intention to, or my intention to cause any of this, and I pointed at Asmodeus.
Well, I think it's only right to fix it, but we need to figure out what our next step is. If he has Zariel, and his intention is to break the foundation between the planes, he needs every lord's power. Asmodeus, in this state, was not powerful enough to keep the bounds.
Well, I have a hypothetical question for you, Relic, and or Izith, I guess. If there is no sitting lord, is the throne considered empty?
I mean, once it's confirmed that Zariel is no longer alive, then yes.
I meant Asmodeus. Or, yeah, that works too.
This has never happened. Zariel is of a being far different than Asmodeus. Asmodeus is the creator of sorts of this entire existence. If he does not sit, I don't know what or who is, but I will tell you this now. The fact that Asmodeus is dead is not good. If he is dead, then that means that... Picture it this. Let me throw a hypothetical back. Theoretically speaking, if Asmodeus was dead, then the one that killed him or stole the power would have far greater strength than Asmodeus did. Asmodeus was too old, sick, and withered. Especially his first appearance in however long he last appeared. Majin pitches in. If he's trying to break the boundaries, then he's after the lords. That's why he took Zariel. I don't know about Bella or Raz, but if he took Zariel, then his intention is to go to every other layer and take them.
Well, I hate to break this to all of you, but what can we do against a god?
I don't know. The soul that he held was dark and strong enough to withstand retaining Asmodeus's essence. I don't know what we could do against that.
I've had a brilliant idea with my 2 remaining brain cells. That knife crystal rock thing that has Asmodeus' power. If we get that, do we get that power?
I don't know. He was holding it, or what looked to be like holding it. I would only assume that's what's holding it, Asmodeus' essence. It's the soul that's binding him here. That, right, I forget you. Humans? Person?
Entity. Let's go with that.
You're unfamiliar with what that device is. It is a soul's prison. It's created using the soul of a damned individual. The more powerful the damned, the more powerful the prison. If it was that powerful to be able to withstand, at least Asmodeus' weakened essence, I don't know where he would have gotten that from. Is there anyone in the Shadowfell that would know that? Know this?
Check to see if I know.
To know like what this is, or to know what kind of person or soul?
Potentially who made it or where it came from.
Sure, you can make a Arcana or history check.
Oh boy, straight roll. 17.
You know that basing off of what soul gems are and like soul stones, they are a conduit that can harness the power of the souls and used in various different ritual-esque type of magic. A soul prison is a different rendition of it. It is used from a soul to imprison the essence of another individual. It doesn't steal their soul, but what it does is it takes and harnesses any bit of magical energy or prowess that person might have had. Now, the size of them is relatively small, and the more powerful the conduit, the larger the symbol is. For someone to have been that damned, that powerful, and that was within contact with Strahd had to have been immensely powerful. You're not necessarily sure where it came from or who he got it or who he used to create this conduit, but you know that it or several people were used to make this.
All right. Yes. So, do we have any allies? Do you have anyone you can count on?
I'm pretty sure everyone here is not going to side with Strahd.
Well, then, I have a bold strategy. Very bold. We march on the second. We abandon the first entirely.
And the Blood War.
That'll have to wait.
Relic looks to the rest of them. Ironic as it is, I can talk to Gandalf, inform him of what has occurred.
Wow. I just look at him like, amazed. Wow. Politics is really weird down here.
Well, to be fair, I don't think, looks around at any of the ice devils that are nearby, and none of them seem to be doing anything. Actually, most of them have left the room at this point. I don't think, taking his position is going to benefit us anymore.
I suppose you're right.
But now hell look, if I know.
I can potentially call on some of my old allies to aid us. Though I will have to leave Hell.
Izith. Go with him. Her, you, it. Izeth kind of stands up. Oh, yeah? I'll leave it to you two to figure out what to do here. Talk to whoever to march into the second plane. I guess it won't be the 9 layers of hell anymore. It'll be the 8.
That's the spirit.
And at that moment you hear from the closed doors several of the ice devils slamming. Sir, something is going on outside.
Ah, fuck. I assume they're not talking to us.
He's talking to Relic.
Okay, good.
Because, I mean, the rest of you look like women, so...
Yes, of course.
Relic just like, oh, damn it all, they don't have enough. Like, takes up his mace and just flaps his wings, basically soaring straight through the door.
I'll run after, I guess.
Okay, yeah. Izeth follows you. Majin stays there next to Asmodeus.
Oh, I pivot off my heel and run back to Elgin.
What are you doing?
Look, I know you and I don't get along, and probably never will. I offer her my hand. But we have work to do.
Didn't even know him. Just wanted to actually get a good look at his face before I left.
I can draw a picture for you if you want.
Not if you're dead.
Oh.
Takes your hand, gets going.
Fine. Yes, now I leave.
Okay. So... You're leaving the whole building then, yeah?
Yeah,
Because we're in the royal courts of the memorial. So, yeah, when you get outside, it's like mass panic. There are imps that are flying away as fast as possible. You can see several of the slaves that are around have been more or less released. They still have the brackets on, but they are not in chains, they're not held down. When you look up, you can see dozens of like bone devils, Aranyes, imp devils, or spine devils. Any flying creature, more or less, in the air, other than imps, are fighting with these other sickly black monstrosity-looking abjurations that are just in the air. Several of them having massive claws and deformities to their body as they're just swinging in mass clumps of combat in the air. Looking at the ground, you can see there's several of the people that are running away. Behind them, there's several fast-paced, quick, dog-like creatures with massive maws that are like falling off their own heads that reach down to like their necks, just tearing into several of the people that are too slow to run away from them.
Oh god. I turn to Izeth. What are these?
This is the blood war. They've breached the walls.
We need to leave.
At this point, Relic just like flat. Relic's already in the air, like swinging his mace at several of these clumps, just several explosions emanating from them. You see some ice devils that are defending the streets, and the rest of them, you do not see Bell, Oraz, or Zariel amongst any of them.
Didn't think I would. I turn to the two Aranyes. Okay, look. Things are really bad, and we need to get out of here. We can't win this, and we need to stop Strahd. So, we need to gather everybody, including the slaves, who can fight, and we need to leave now.
Fine. Making it to the second plane, though, second layer is not the easiest thing to do. We have to make it to the monument. In the monument has the layers.
All right.
The monument is the closest to the walls. Do you see why this is difficult?
I point at her. Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah.
If we have slaves, we have to run. If it's just us three, we can fly.
Fuck. Yes, you're right. You two gather as many of your kin as you can. I will meet you there. If I am not there, go on without me. This must not happen.
Fine. Stay safe. Izith looks at you with, like, almost earnest in her eyes. We need to resolve this.
I give her the mask. The dark mask.
It's strange. But
hey,
thank you.
Wear this, and you will strike fear into your enemies, as you have into my heart.
Man, quite the romantic, I see the other you. Moving on, though. Hurry. And at that moment, you can see there's this small dog-like abjuration that's rushing towards you, and in that moment, this mace just comes down, slamming it into the ground, just bursting into the ground, and then in a puff of flames, his entire body is engulfed. And Relic stands there. What the fuck are you doing? Go!
I salute, and I fly off towards the archive.
I have to be quiet. I wish I could have yelled. Damn it. But it's 10:30 and people are sleeping. I can't shout. So I have to do whisper shouting, and it's gonna sound like garbage.
Tis quite fun.
So you are flying to the monument.
The archive. Yes.
Archive. Oh, okay. So you're going back to the archive, because in the memorial is where the archive is.
Yes.
So you turn back around and go inside the building to go into the archive.
Mm-hmm.
When you enter, you see, what's her name again? The other Aaron, yes. Destrin is there, as well as the two half-elven twins. They all seem to be gathering massive amounts of paper, just massive amounts of documents, stuffing them into what looks to be a very large tome with a binding that's ever elongating. As more and more papers gets put into it, it's just a tome that's just holding all of these pages and consistently reforming them to fit the document. What do you need? This is not the time. We are in war.
I hold the bag out. Put the papers in this. On the I want this back though, and I give them the bag and I run away.
Okay, so you throw them the bag, and then you just turn around immediately and leave. You slam the doors closed behind you, and the two twin sisters are like, what? So now what are you doing?
Yeah, we need to. Oh wait, I open up the door again.
You open the door after they're looking in the bag. One of them just like looks quizzically.
Hi.
What?
We need to leave.
I think I've gathered that.
Yup. I help them shove as many papers as they can into the bag or the book.
Okay. Yeah, amongst the three of you, you're able to get in there. Probably in like a minute or two, you just shove as many as possible into the book.
The binding that they have.
Okay, yeah. You keep putting more papers in, and then it just consistently keeps getting bigger and bigger until eventually it's nearly like 2 feet tall.
Oh my god.
And okay, that's everything. At least everything that's important. You two. Thank you. I don't know if either of you are gonna live, but I have to go. And she grabs the tome and starts to like carry it out of the room.
Wait. Hey, wait.
What?
You?
What?
Are you a capable fighter?
I can hold my own, sure. Not against this.
Then you're coming regardless.
I don't know who you are. I know that you worked under Ilanara, but...
Oh god, we don't have time for this. Look, the first layer has fallen. We are fucked. We are leaving.
What? Where?
Just come with me. I will take you to Relic, and then Relic will tell you where the fuck to go.
Make a persuasion check with advantage. And add another +5 to that number.
24.
Okay. Easily enough, she just rolls her eyes, and then from outside you hear as a massive explosion explodes outwards. Alright, fine. Yeah, valid point. Alright. What about them? And she points to the two twins.
look, I've tried this before. And I look at the bracelet armlet on their arm.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not doing that this time. Nope. We're running. You're coming with me.
Okay. All right. Fine. And both the twins just kind of like look at you. All right. Well, we'll stay close. We'll stay close. The younger sister, Amy, is nearly shaken. You can see like several of her like limbs are just shaking from fear. And so yeah, they've agreed to follow you.
Okay. Is the succubus woman still there?
Yeah, she agreed to follow you as well.
I grab her by the wrist and we run.
All right.
Back outside.
So as you run outside, it took you a minute or two to kind of finish everything. Outside, things have drastically changed. The amount of creatures that are fighting against the devils here have nearly doubled in the amount. It's clear that there's so many of them that they're kind of overwhelming many of the bone devils. The more powerful entities like the pit fiends and such are relatively staying up shape and keeping the bone devils somewhat alive, but you can see that the numbers out here have grown drastic.
Relic, we have to go.
You can see Relic up in the air smashing against several of the abjurations that are coming out from the far distance. You need to shout, we need to run.
Does he even hear me?
No.
I hand the bag to the sisters, and I fly up to Relic.
Okay. As you are making your way up there, you can see about 3 of these winged, disgusting creatures that are kind of just extremely quick. They're faster than any birds that you've seen. Their wings that they're flapping are nearly at the pace of like a hummingbird, and they're just flying straight towards you. Roll initiative.
12.
Okay. So as these 3 entities are flying straight towards you, they get within about 10 feet before Relic swings his mace, just swings 3 times. Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yep, that also hits. Also hits. I'm pretty sure they have like a plus 12 to their modifier or something.
Something like that, yeah.
They're all 3 are gonna hit, especially because they're all above 10. And I'm not gonna roll damage because these things don't have a lot of health in comparison to the attacks, because it does on average 48 fire damage. So all 3 of these mace hits explode outwards in puffs of smoke and flames, and the 3 creatures get thrown off to the side. What do you want?
We're going. You're coming with.
Right. I'm going to do everything I can to protect everyone within my power.
Then I suggest, I'm not casting anything, I just want to make that clear. I suggest you tell everybody to get inside.
I already have. That's what I'm doing.
Whoa, you're obviously outside the building. I point to the door. Get in there.
Alright, and he starts to take off. Even in flying, it's going to take you some time to make it to the monument.
I will just use the cloak of the mountebank.
Alright. It's more than 500 feet.
It's a dimension door, so...
Dimension door is... Because the monument's not next to the memorial. The monument was that building... The monument was that building that was near where we obliterated Krishnov.
Yes, I forget every time. Yes. In that case, I will dimension door back to the sisters.
Okay, yeah. So you just appear right next to them. You easily had flown a good few hundred feet into the air to go help, quote-unquote, tell Relic stuff. So he goes flying down towards the monument.
Well, quick question for you, Mr. DM, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How much weight would you say is currently in the bag?
interesting question. Let's take a look. And just so you know, combined, these sisters probably weigh about 300 pounds.
I know. Just put, one in the bag.
No, I'm just letting you know. Honestly, there's not a whole lot in here.
All right, then.
Yeah, we... In total, I'd say there's maybe 40 pounds? Did you delete that we had 2 incubus wings?
We gave them everything to Travis.
We only gave him a single pair.
I thought you gave him everything.
Nope.
Fine. It's not going to change much. I'll throw them out
it's
right
not
now,
gonna,
sir.
It's not gonna weigh much. So easily, there's plenty of space inside this bag.
Oh, okay. I know this is highly inappropriate, but which one of you is heavier? And I avert my eyes.
Which one of us is heavier?
Yes, which one of you weighs more?
Not saying you weigh much. And Mary just goes, "Shut up! I'm the heavier one. I'm older."
Sorry about this, and I put her in the bag.
Okay, so you just stuff her into the bag. Amy just stands there. What?
It's fine, but we have to go. And I grab her hand.
Okay, yeah, you grab her by the wrist, and yeah, you have her by the wrist now, and you're heading towards the monument. Are you walking, running,
I'm gonna attempt to fly.
Okay. Just so you know, because Jester would know, you could probably fit both of them in the bag.
I stop in a brief moment of clarity.
Because, yeah, we don't have much of anything in here, and you would know how much weight we have in here.
Alright.
Because the heaviest thing that we have is probably our coin count, which is
Abysmal.
yeah, 5 pounds.
Do we even have that much?
Yeah, we have 52 coins.
Oh, fine.
Or 58 coins.
In a brief moment of clarity, I stop. Sorry about this, and I put her in the bag too.
Okay, yeah, you fit both of them inside the bag. You also know that you have about 5 minutes of air inside of it. It's 10 minutes total divided by however many creatures are in there. So
let's hope they take shallow breaths, and off we go.
Yep. So you stuff in the bag. Destrin's there. What did that accomplish?
We can fly now. They're heavy. Let's go.
She flies along with you now. So she has this massive tome in her palms, and it's, like I said, it's 2 feet. And it's a massive book. So she's got both hands wrapped around this, being an incubus, or a succubus. So you start making your way there. As you do, you're kind of behind Relic, and you can see on the ground there's just tons of people being slaughtered by these abjuration type of creatures and disgusting monstrosities as they're running, trying to hide inside buildings. You actually see in the far distance this massive pig-like tusked creature, like easily about 10 feet tall, look up at you and just look back down and sees a few other individuals that are running. You can clearly see that they're slaves, and it just starts to charge. It's about like 100 feet away.
Well, I just had a revelation, and I'm not going to say anything in case you decide against my wishes.
Okay.
So yes, I keep going. Just straight.
I think I know what you're thinking of, and I think it involves the bands. Yeah. See, this is a little different.
Okay.
I will tell you this, those two are fine.
Okay, good. I don't want to open up the bag and have just a fuck ton of ash pour out. That'd be horrific.
The way that I have written it is it's less of planar, it separates planar travel. This is into a demi-plane.
Fine.
Different.
Fine. I allow it because I don't want them to
it's
die.
the same way with it's like the same consideration between changing between the 9th layer or the 1st layer to the 2nd layer. I wouldn't consider them to die the moment they changed. because those are 2 different demi-planes.
Fair. Fine. I agree with your decision, sir.
But yes, I did think about that as you were stuffing them in the bag.
I had a moment and I was just like, oh no.
No. They are fine.
Okay, good.
As far as you can tell.
Oh god.
But, so you're just gonna keep you flying away then?
Yep.
They'll making way. Alright, and behind you just hear the screaming of, no! This massive fists just slam into the ground. In the far distance you can see several, like, the same kind of, like, rapid winged creatures ripping into a bone devil that just takes off their wings and drops them into the ground. Making your way there, Relic easily is swatting away many of the creatures that are kind of heading in your general vicinity, but from behind you, you can see at least 4 or 5 of those winged creatures are flying behind you, easily catching up as well, moving about 240 feet per 6 seconds. Right now, they're about 500 feet back, but they're catching up very quickly.
How far away am I from my destination?
You're still at full speed, still a good 2 minutes away.
Okay. You, miss, whatever the fuck your name is. I really don't care. Take the bag. Make sure they get out.
Alright, so you just hand her the bag. Alright, well, she kind of, you like hold out the bag to her and she looks down at the tome, looks up at you, and like kind of slides her head into the bag's like strap, so that way it kind of goes onto her back.
I give her an awkward thumbs up. Well, then I invoke duplicity, and I wait for them bastards to get over here.
Okay, so you just kind of like, with the metal wings of just creaking and just, you stop, hand her the bag, turn back, and you split into 2 different entities. You just kind of like close your eyes for a brief moment, and you split apart from each other. Roll initiative. I need to get my dice tray. I'm getting my dice tray. I keep saying I am, but I'm not. Put it over here though, because putting it right next to the mic is probably a terrible idea.
Potentially.
Oh, hey. Alright. What'd you roll?
A 7.
You're still going first.
Wow.
Natural 1 on their part and only +5 to dex, so barely. So you go first. So what you see is, as you kind of were doing this altercation, getting the sisters and the bag away and turning back and invoking duplicity, you can see that they have easily crept 300 feet right next to you, like near you. So they're about 200 feet away.
Oh, okay. So
there are 5 of them.
Gotta check the range of something.
What spell?
None of your concern. It will reach anyway.
Is it guiding
bolt? Yes.
Yeah. It's not 60 feet, I'm pretty sure. Or 120 feet.
120. I will hold my action until one of them comes within melee range.
And you're gonna... Within melee range?
Within melee range, yes.
Holding inflict wounds?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Easily. As you're just kind of like waiting there. Through your duplicate or through you?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, what's your duplicate doing? Just directly next to you, or
side by side with me? Yeah.
Okay.
Through me, I guess.
Okay. So after that moment, they fly in close. 2 of them just kind of like dash. They put down their head and dash straight through your clone. And one of them goes up towards you with this nasty purple-line claw and goes to reach out for you. You get your attack first, with advantage, because your duplicate's next to them. First level, or what level?
I'll go second, because I don't know how tough these guys are.
Alright, second level, inflict wounds. Go ahead.
That was
roll with
a
advantage.
natural 20.
Okay, so it normally does 5d10, so you'll do 10d10.
Alright then, let me pick up all my d10s. I'm missing one.
By the way, I am absolutely just making up these creatures on the spot, so I haven't, other than the pig demon, I have no other even those dog things. I was like, nah, I'll just make these things up. Oh, speaking of which,
6, 10, 36, 43, then I gotta roll 4 more.
Okay. You can calm down now.
54.
All right. Well, so as it goes in to reach out with its claw, you just kind of place your hand over its chest, and it looks down. Dust just evaporates.
That is in total 71 points of necrotic damage.
All right, you can calm down. How'd you do that much damage with 10 d10s?
Gotta roll well, sir.
That is crazy. I rolled 14 and still only did like 54 damage. Regardless, the one you placed a hand onto just evaporates. Just 2 of them though still go up to you and swing with these just disgusting purple-line claws. The other one goes to bite at you. You can see that when it opens its maw, it has several different like jagged teeth in different portions of its face, and when it opens, the entire head just kind of lurches at you with many different displaced teeth.
Oh god.
The first one will be a 19.
19 barely hits.
Okay. And second one, that's a natural one. So the claw hits, the bite does not. So you take 7 points of slashing damage as it quickly just slashes into you. 10 points from getting slammed at the wall probably isn't good either.
Nope.
I need to bring up our bag of holding page so that way I can mark our spells, because I know you're not using it.
What do you take me for?
I can look at them. They're clearly not being used. And I'm also just going to put our channel divinity in here as well, since we used that once. And I'll also just put on that feature that we have, the split mind feature, right?
Yep.
Because we both get our own use of it.
Yes, sir.
So there, Anna has used her split mind feature, and we've used up that. All right, time to bold all this. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep control or not?
No.
You do
Anna
not.
has some pent-up rage that you would probably like to get rid of.
Oh boy. So now here's an important question. Does the duplicity go away?
We decided before that it does not.
Okay. I just honestly didn't remember. So, all right. Cool. I mean, I'm
Yes.
okay with that. Whew. Oh man. Just by the way, everyone, this is the only thing I had planned going into this.
You are a monster.
I know. You left me in a place. And listening to the recordings too, it really only made sense. Anyways. Whew. It's all spicy now.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Anna, you gain control over the fuck was that?
Sorry, I was reaching down to grab my phone charger because my phone's at 10%. And my microphone slammed into my face.
Nice.
Microphone for my headset, not the microphone for the recording. Alright, anyways.
Also nice. Anna, you take control of the body.
Oh, fuck.
You are surrounded by these misshapen, horrid aberrations with large leathery wings and gnarled black claws.
Well, that's not good. Alright. Is it my turn, or do I have
It
to
is
roll
your turn.
initiative?
You can use same initiative, so
Okay.
yeah, you're first.
Cool. Alright, let me get my spells up, because I'm immediately going to use a concentration spell. And we lost in total 18 hit points, right? because we took 10 from the wall.
8. Yep.
So, okay. So we're sitting at 32. Oh no, the page is refreshing. Orc Pup, why do you do this? Don't you do this to me. Don't you do this to me. Okay, let's back up. I'm going to cast with... Where is it? It is... Spirit Guardians.
At which level?
Let's do 3rd.
Nice, burning through the only spell slots that I can use. Fine.
Well,
That's
you know
fine.
what? I'm gonna guess that by the end of this, you're not gonna be using them. So
we'll either be dead or, safe, so.
yeah, exactly.
Fine.
So I'm gonna cast Spirit Guardians.
Alright.
So-
I'm assuming centered on you and the duplicate.
It has to be a self. So.
Alright. They're flanking you on either side.
Oh, actually. Yeah, no, I'll put it on me because I can still hold on to it for 10 minutes and that'll affect while we fly the fuck away.
What form do they take?
I want them to look like almost an evilish, because I'm still technically evil, so fiendish looking Asmodeus features with like the strong leathery wings of like a dragon of sorts, or like the incubus wings rather.
Fine. Yes, I like this. So these two 8-foot tall, ripped, shirtless men with Asmodeus's visage and large leathery wings appear, and they start flexing on either side of you.
Nice. And with that, I think I'm just gonna do a little flip-flopping with the duplicate just to keep moving around.
All right.
Staying within melee, because if I back up, I'm gonna get the fuck slashed out of us.
So that is it then.
Yes, at the start of their turns, they had to make a wisdom saving throw.
That would be all of them.
Yes.
There were
15
5
foot
you
radius.
said.
4, because you eviscerated one.
4 left. Right. Highest roll is a 13.
Not enough.
All of them fail then.
Sweet. So they take 3d8 necrotic damage. Okay, I need to get d8s. Oh, those rolls suck. 5.
5.
1, 2, and 2. Oh.
So yes, as these 4 winged terrors circle around you, and they come within range, the ripped Asmodeus each throw a punch at one of them. It does not seem to do as much as you had hoped, but they definitely seem shaken.
Like the energy was kind of like held back from them.
Maybe. You are unsure.
Alright, interesting. Alright. Well.
Alright, so they will each make 2 attacks. Actually, let me see if they go after the duplicate. 2 of them go after the duplicate.
Good.
And yeah, their attacks just phase through it, and they let out a shriek of anger. Very good. 2 of them will attempt to claw and bite you.
Ugh.
Will a 9 or a 10 hit you?
No.
Then the bites. Will a 10 or a 14 hit you?
No. Thank
Well,
you.
that was a great round.
Thank you, AC of 18. I don't know why you got an AC of 19 from.
What?
How'd you
No,
get an
our
AC of
is
19? Yeah, you said 19 before.
No.
Yeah. No, you're right. A 9.
Said
Regardless, doesn't
19
matter.
very
Doesn't
quick.
matter.
Look at you glossing this over. Anna, it is now your turn.
Okay. Does Relic look fine while he's flying
Oh yeah,
down?
he is having a great time smashing in the faces
baseball.
of abyssal creatures.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look over and cast Spiritual Weapon at... I want to hold on to that. Level, so I'm going to cast it at 2nd level.
Alright.
And I'm going to stab at one of them. Does it have advantage because it's flanking me?
Of course.
Alright. Oh, I also would actually have advantage because of the duplicate anyways.
Double advantage.
That's pretty good. That's even better. So that's a dirty 20.
That definitely hits.
It's actually 21. So I forgot my intelligence rose. Alright. So then that's a d8 of force damage. Plus my intelligence. So that's 7 points of force damage.
The creature explodes into a cloud of black ichor.
Ugh.
Rains down on the slaves below, and you can see where it lands. It kind of just like sizzles a bit, like acid.
Ugh, gross. Then what I'm going to do is with my action, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame at the next one. They have a Wisdom saving throw as well.
A 15.
15, I believe, just saves. Let me double check because it's proficiency. Yeah, because my spell save DC is 14.
That's half damage or no damage?
No damage because it's a cantrip.
I see.
And they only take half damage at later levels for us.
Alright.
Alright, well, that's my turn. On their turns, they have to make another Wisdom saving throw for Spirit Guardians.
Yes, sir. They all fail.
Alright.
Spectacularly.
Another 3d8. Ugh, 8.
They're all dead.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Alright, with that, I'm immediately going to take the duplicate, my spiritual weapon, and the Spirit Guardians. I'm going to fucking fly behind Relic. I am the queen of control. Oh, actually, wouldn't they vanish them? Wouldn't the duplicate have vanished though when I casted another concentration spell?
Yes. Technically, yes.
Give me another set of 4 attacks because I guess the duplicate would have been gone by that point.
It's fine.
All right.
We'll say for the sake of that, Jester was maintaining concentration.
Sure. But just this once.
Yeah, just this one time.
Just this one time. Jester immediately is like, nah, fuck you.
Fuck you. I'm gonna go back to my fireplace.
I'm gonna go back to the fireplace next to the door.
That goddamn door.
He's still cleaning the shit stain. Anyways.
It's everywhere.
So yeah, I'm just gonna fly behind Relic. I'm just trying to get to the monument.
Alright. He glances at you and smirks slightly. And you can see the pig demon is lining up from down the road across the plaza.
Ugh. Like at me or at other people?
At Relic.
Oh. I'm gonna look at Relic. There's that thing. I don't know what that is.
It's been a long time, my old friend.
Alright, you guys can have a hate boner against each other. I'm gonna make it to the monument, and I'm just gonna keep flying straight. Do I see Destrin as well, still making her way there?
As you run past him and you say that, he says, I prefer to call it a war hard-on. Destrin is already inside.
She's already inside? Alright, cool.
Yep.
I'm just gonna keep flying down then.
She is sprinting, and she is clutching the book and the bag. You want the bag?
Give me the bag, and I'm gonna immediately just yank it open and shoot out the 2 twins.
You projectile them out of the bag onto the floor.
You are fine. You're safe for now, but we need to get moving. And I'm gonna point to... So, am I in the monument now?
You were in, like, the entry foyer.
Okay. Everyone go further in. I've never been in here, so I have no idea where anything is. Destrin, do you know anything about this room?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Right. We need to find someone that knows what they're doing. Do I see anybody trying to go into specific places? Like, is there a crowd of people trying to get somewhere?
You see a large group of slaves, and like a few Araness and a lot of Vorn Devils heading down through the door opposite of where you came in.
Alright. Pretty sure that's where you guys want to go.
What about you? Are you coming with us?
I'm going in. I'm going with you, yes. But I'm going to make sure that everyone is safe, at least for now. Alright? I will be following you.
Are these your actual intentions, sir?
Yes.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Not those the same roll, which is not very good. 16, actually? I forgot that I have proficiency in persuasion.
Nice.
Weird, I have the proficiency in persuasion. The non-charismatic one. Actually, no, that makes sense because you're the lying one. I have to be the voice of reason.
Wow. We both know it's a lie.
Yeah. I'm also proficient in deception. Anyways.
The sisters grab hands and they both nod, and Destrin's like, okay, yes, come on. Don't worry about her. We're going. Yes, this way. And she grabs them and leads them to the muster point, I suppose.
Okay. I'm going to go back out the door. Do I see Relic having issues?
He is, like, fist fighting with the pig man. Like, just
okay,
straight up brawling.
He seems fine, right?
Oh, yeah, he's having a great time.
Okay. Then what I'm going to do is cast... Ugh, this is a terrible decision. Oh, well, is this concentration? It is. Fuck. It's also only 1,000 feet, so that's probably not going to be that useful. Do I give up on Ben? Fuck. Ben deserves so much. I must go attempt to find Ben. I'm gonna go to the portion that was building before. That was back by the memorial, kind of around where where Jester got those 2 people killed by giving them a turkey. I'm gonna try to find Ben.
All right.
As I'm flying over there.
Roll a percentile dice.
Okay. Lucky purple. Come on. Lucky Twitch purple. Lucky misrolled adventures purple.
There you go. On brand.
90.
90. Against what you assume to be probable odds, you managed to make it there without being attacked.
Oh my god.
You fly through like swarms of these bat creatures and horned devils and all that, but no one hits you at all.
How long would you say it took to fly there? Because some of my things only last a minute. Would they be done by now? So yeah, okay, so Spirit Guardians is still up, but I'm pretty sure Spiritual Weapon is gone, and so is the Duplicate.
That's fine. Duplicate was already gone.
Okay. Yeah, Spiritual Weapon's also gone.
Alright.
So I still have Spirit Guardians up for at least another 8 minutes.
Alright, they're following you flexing the entire time.
Good. Alright. Can I try to find Ben?
Make a perception check.
Perception check. Oh boy. That's a 13.
13.
Or no, sorry, 12.
12. Well, guess what? You just failed by 1. No. No,
Damn it.
I'm kidding.
Oh.
You look around in the plaza area where he was building the wall. You see a plethora of severed limbs and dead people and dead fiends and demons and stuff. Under a collapsed section of the wall, you see a familiar muscled, tanned forearm.
Just the arm?
Just the arm.
And it's in the collapsed building?
Collapsed wall. So the wall fell into the street.
can I try to move some of the rubble away to see if I can find at least dead Ben?
As you get closer, you can hear like low moaning. And you're like, why me? Why now?
Ben, where are you?
Help
Hello?
me!
Where are you? I'm gonna try to find him. I'm gonna dig him out.
All right, make a strength check.
Oh,
With disadvantage.
oh, oh. Well, that wasn't good. That was even worse. 2. Straight roll.
You attempt to pull out some rocks, some loose stones, and you put everything you have behind it. And eventually you get one to move, but as you pull it out, more of the wall collapses down on top.
Oh no, Ben,
Help!
where are you?
I'm in here.
Can you help me save you? Let me ask you now. Here's a serious question. Because, by the way, banishment does not need 60 feet. It's a range of 60 feet, does not need touch. But regardless.
Are you going to
Is
banish
the arm... Is the arm the one that had the armlet on it?
Roll a percentile dice.
Oh boy. Okay. I'm about to save your life, Ben. I'm about to save you. I'm about to save you and waste my fucking 4th level spell on you. 75?
It was not.
Oh, damn it. All right. Fuck. I need to save you, Ben. I need to. It's bleeding. I don't have anything. Is there any creatures coming by me? Can I make a general perception check quick to see if there's anything coming at me?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. 13.
13. You spot fighting off a small, multi-limbed, black oozing creature is the bearded devil who used to stand guard outside of Sazit's office.
Bearded man! Yes! I thought I would never feel attached to people that we have never named. Alright. I don't have anything that's going to help me move this.
As you catch his attention and yell, bearded man, you can see his beard bristles quickly. And he impales the thing with a spear and then jogs over to you.
Help me move this rubble. There's another man stuck inside.
Oh, a slave.
It's a slave, but we need everyone that we can, especially if we're going to rebuild things, right?
A persuasion check with advantage.
Alright, cool. Oh, that wasn't good. Ooh, natural 20.
Oh.
That was a 3.
Oh, fine. Stand back.
I'm going to take a few steps back.
Well, with one large hand about the size of your face, he just grabs 4 or 5 stones and just pulls them away. And it takes him maybe 10 seconds to move the wall. You see Ben pressed up against the wall. His legs appear to be broken and his arm is missing, but he's alive.
Alright, immediately I'm going to cast a level 1 Cure Wounds.
Okay.
As
you do. He heals a bit. The bleeding stops and you can see the jagged bits of bone sticking out of his legs, kind of just knit over. His legs are still very much broken.
That is fine. I will stuff you into the bag of holding. It's where I put all of our food.
Wait.
Alright.
What are you... What?
You'll be fine. And I'm going to stuff him into the bag of holding.
What are you...
Alright. Do you need any help? I have never even got your name. I've seen you dozens of times and never gotten your name.
Oh, yeah. About that. My name is... And as he's about to talk, the building across the street collapses and flattens him. And he dies. Horribly.
Good, great. I'm going to fly away now.
Okay, good.
Fantastic. Ugh. This fight sucks. The building fell on him. It wasn't even near it. Damn it. All right. Yeah, then I'm just gonna fly away now. I got Ben, and I've saved Ben.
Hell
That was
works
my
in
life's goal.
mysterious ways. But yes, you return to Relic and everybody else.
I'm gonna poke his head out of the bag, but I'm gonna keep the rest of him in the bag.
Why? Why do you do this to people? Why?
I saved you. All right.
found
I've
this turkey
saved
drumstick
your
in
life.
His
Don't
head
eat it,
sinks
it's
back
probably
into the bag, and he pulls out like this rotten chicken drumstick in his good one hand. And he puts it back inside and his head pops back out. Oh, I'm so hungry. I want to eat this.
But then wait. Once we're safe, I can make some more.
Okay.
Tomorrow.
I
don't have that
feel
tomorrow.
woozy. My legs are very broken.
Well, you'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Relic's in here now.
Hello,
Hello.
sir.
Oh no. Did something happen? Did Google Hangouts crap out?
The fuck?
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Well, everyone, hopefully you enjoyed Bearded Man. He lived very prosperously, and man, I can't talk.
Oh,
Hello?
hi.
You good?
What the fuck?
I don't know. You just vanished.
I don't understand. Okay,
I was asking if Relic was there.
Relic. Relic is definitely there. The pig man has been viciously murdered, and his head has been cleaved from the body, and he's now using that to beat people with his free hand. There is blood and viscera spraying everywhere, and he is
All right.
head to toe covered in this black blood.
Fantastic. I'm going to go inside and try to see if I can get into the portals of the second layer. If that's what it is, or if that's how this works.
You still have Ben sticking out of the bag?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. He's just there, along for the ride.
That way he can breathe, but he can't walk or anything, so you know.
You just have this disembodied head sticking out of your bag.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay, that's good. So yes, as you make your way back inside, you do not see the twins or Destrin. The hall seems to be fairly empty compared to how it was when you first came in here. There are still several devils holding positions, though.
Alright, I'm gonna just head and follow the same path that they were at before.
You
Wait. No. I forgot one more person.
Oh, he's been here for years.
I know, and I must save him. Still Spirit Guardians up at least. I'm gonna place Ben very carefully. Because I don't want him to be in the middle of this. Yeah, I'm gonna place Ben very carefully. And then, because I'm gonna need the space maybe. And I'm gonna leave again. I'm gonna fly up to Travis's place.
So you just prop Ben up against the wall, and you can see a I don't know, a horned devil kind of walks over to him and snatches him up with one hand. Kind of carries him like a toy. Okay, guy, we're going this way. And Ben's like, no, put me down, please.
He's with me. He's in my employ. So he needs to go to the second plane because everything here is bad, right? So we need everyone that we can. I am going to go back and save a few other people. I'll be back. But I probably won't see you, Ben, or Mr. Horn Devil.
The horned devil turns to you. If he dies, can I eat him?
No. He has been through a lot.
But look at this, and he shakes Ben, and you can see his shattered legs kind of just jiggle like jelly.
Oh. No.
Ben is screaming in
It's not really
pain.
food. It's not really
Fine.
food. Please just take him safely. I have a few friends that'll be able to help him.
Fine.
but I'm wasting time, and I'm going to fly out the door, and I'm going to fly up to Travis's place.
Travis's tower is actually fairly close to this place.
Oh,
Takes you maybe like 45 seconds.
sweet.
As you go up to the tower, you peer over the walls, and you see just a nightmare scenario. The ground, that you know to be like dry, stark red sand and whatever, is just completely covered in this black writhing mass of creatures. And they are pouring up against the walls.
Trying to get to the tower, or
trying to get inside, over the wall.
Trying to get inside. Okay. Yeah, then I'm gonna go into the tower to save Travis.
As you step inside,
yeah.
As you step inside, one of those wing guys is around, like throwing papers around and knocking shit over, and Travis is very upset. No! God damn it, you bastard! Travis reaches into a cupboard and pulls out like a metal barrel, like a metal tube. Take this, you bitch! And it shoots a bolt of electricity straight at it, and it just disintegrates. Aha! It worked. Yes.
Travis.
Oh.
It's me. Not
Hello.
It's me, and I'm gonna point to the wings that are flapping.
Yes.
We need to leave. Everything is bad. I know you've been here for years, but we need to get going.
But my workshop.
Take what you can, quickly. I can store a few things.
He looks around. You can see that he has pinned up Sazith and Izith. And they're just like, they're disemboweled and they're hanging up on the wall.
Ugh.
Pool of blood underneath their feet. I don't want them, they can stay. He looks at his notes, looks at his clipboard. That should probably come with me. Shoves it into his pocket. My barrel. I can't leave the barrel. Can you carry my barrel?
I will carry the barrel. I will stuff it in this bag of holding. That will make it safe.
The barrel weighs like 50 pounds.
Ooh.
It's a big barrel. Big iron-clad barrel.
Alright. Now, is that everything? Because if so, we need to leave now, because people are going to be breaking into this room very shortly. I'm going to stuff him in the bag of holding. If he's being indecisive, I'm going to stuff him in the bag of holding. I'm going to fucking fly away. Actually, but first, I'm going to check to see if there's anything fucking useful in here.
Wow. As you grab him to shove him into the bag, he's like, you can't do this, I've been here for... Then he goes quiet as you shove him in. Make a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. Yes, you do find something, my good sir. Let me just look at a random table here. Give me just a hot second. Whatever it is, you get.
No, sweet. Hopefully it's a 100. Do you need me to roll percentile dice or something?
Nope, it is good. You find a necklace sitting on a like a bust.
You died on my end again.
It is immaculately made.
Yep, you're gone again.
Gold and silver.
It has betrayed us. No.
Roll a d6.
I'm gonna start up Discord while he's gone. Sorry, everyone, this is happening. I don't understand. There's some kind of connection. You would think with Minnesota being so close to Canada, it wouldn't have this kind of issue. Well,
I'll take this moment to take a drink of water.
Kind of talk about our reasoning for actually doing this. A while back, we were just talking about how we wanted to play D&D more, and the other campaign was only so short. And
contemplate the next move.
We only played once every 3 weeks, sometimes even 4 weeks, and that just wasn't enough for us. So we set up this whole story, just try to figure out a way that we could do a one-to-one game. It's been pretty fun. I think it's pretty unique. It's pretty good. That is, in fact, my good partner here. I'll pause the timer.
Hello.
Alright, looks like we're going to switch over to Discord instead, because Google Hangouts is crapping out. Alright. Ooh, that's loud. Ooh, that's very loud. Ooh. Hello.
What the
He seems
fuck?
to have vanished.
Something is amiss.
Sorry about this, guys. It's a little weird. We are doing what we can to get this to work. Ooh, hello?
Hello?
Hello.
I don't understand. There must be something going on with the internet.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it is. You would think with Minnesota being closer to Canada. But
The fuck?
I already made that joke while you
Again?
were gone. Hello? Oh no. Are we gonna have to cut this short? He's working on it. He's fiddling with his data and internet. He might actually be going to go reset his modem. 'Cause my internet's doing fine. His might be crapping out. Sorry again, everyone. Hopefully we can get this back up and running, because we are in a tense time. Real intense time. Just stuffed good old Travis inside the bag of holding. And trying to steal his loot. All I heard was necklace of something. And that was it. I didn't hear anything else. I just heard the word necklet, and it was over. So I still don't know what he has said. Well, during this time, I'll just ask a few questions to chat. Have you guys ever done a one-to-one D&D session or tabletop RPG session before? I am very naive to the other tabletop RPGs other than Dungeons and Dragons, and even then it's still only 5th edition. It's the only thing I've ever been truly comfortable with and watched most of, so it's pretty different. Have you guys ever, I don't know, played multiple sessions? Like, how often do you guys play a week? Do you play once a week, twice a week, sometimes only once every 2 weeks? What you guys do? Leave it in the comments if you're interested, and I'll respond to them. I always love reading anything that I get through Twitter, since don't get any comments here. But never know. If I want to have just a chat, feel free to comment or send me a DM in Twitter. It is hard having a conversation with yourself. Well, it's also difficult because nothing else is going on. So, it's always that. Oh, I know something. Do you guys use a lot of homebrew elements in your tabletop RPGs? Like, as like a DM, do you improvise things often? Do you just make them up on the spot, or do you meticulously plan every little detail? Because that's what I did for the first few weeks of doing our D&D sessions before recording, better part of like nearly 2 years ago now. And it was so taxing, so difficult. I would spend hours upon hours just writing up different dialogue, only for most of it never to show up or not fit well with what was in the conversation. So from DM to DM, I don't try to do it. I mean, do what you think is necessary, and obviously if it works for you, then it works for you, and congrats. Anything to make your job better or make make it feel like it's more real. That's up to you. I know that it's just so much for me. It was just too much, and in the end, now I only really use, even for the group Dungeons & Dragons sessions of the Great Gods War, I only use my laptop for A, recording, obviously, B, the Word document that I use is really only for combat, because what I like to do is I like to roll health for every individual creature, because not every single person is going to be a cookie cutout, so, unless it's kind of meant like that. So, something fun to do, makes it interesting, keeps players on their toes. Sometimes they're surprised, they'll blow a huge spell on an incredibly weak creature, or they'll blow a huge spell expecting the creature to die, only for it to just totally be naturally fine and look almost unwithered. Homebrew is just fun. I like the improvisational steps to it. Keeps me interested in my own writing, because, I mean, if you have everything meticulously planned out, then sometimes you might get yourself bored or stuck in a spot. It might just be difficult. At this point, I think I am going to fast forward, though, in case we don't get this working. If we don't, then this will be where the end of the video cuts off. Thank you, everyone, so much for listening, and sorry that this is happening. But, hopefully we can get this to work. If not, then... Ooh. Oh, no, that was just me being kicked out of my own chat because I was sitting idle for too long. But... thank you, everyone, so much for listening. Hopefully we can continue.
So.
All right. I think we are back then.
Yes,
so
I do believe we
go.
are back. So yes.
All right.
You spot a headless bust, like one would use for like jewelry or whatever.
Mm-hmm. And
you spot a beautifully crafted gold necklace with these silver beads on it. Each one has a small ruby pressed into it. There are roll a d6.
5.
There are 8 of these beads on the necklace.
Ooh. Wow. Okay. I'll snatch that and not put it in the bag of holding. I'm gonna stuff that in my pocket.
Okay.
Into like a satchel somewhere.
Into your pants pocket, because yes, Anna has pants with pockets.
Good. Deserved it.
Indeed.
Women deserve pants with pockets.
Yes. I can
Anyways.
guarantee you most do not like to carry purses, but yes. Moving on.
Now that I have that, I'm leaving. I'm heading all the way back, if possible.
Right. Yep. I roll another percentile dice.
Okay. $83. Against all probable odds, again, you managed to make it all the way back without meeting anything. Oh my god. Fantastic. That pig demon doesn't look like to have anything on him, right? Nope, I need to stop. I need to leave. Nope, not looking. I'm going through.
Your grubby hands.
The big, powerful looking thing. I don't know, but nope, I'm leaving. I need to leave it be. Don't have the time to stuff it in the bag of holding, especially with Travis in it. Leaving.
As Relic sees you, he starts backing up. And as you go inside, he goes inside and slams the doors behind him. You can hear scraping and horrible noises coming from outside.
Oh god. Oh man, that's not good. We need to go.
I hope it was worth it.
Yeah, it was. I saved another one, and I'm gonna shoot Travis out of the bag.
As he shoots out of the bag, he just yells, "Years!" and slides across the floor.
Man, that build up because of the technical issues. It's awesome.
He gets up and dusts himself off. Never doing that again. Nope.
Fair. But we need to go.
Yes.
So, let's go.
Yes.
Right.
He starts running, but he's very, very slow compared to you.
That's fine. Relic, you're coming, right?
Obviously.
Good. Is there
Yes.
anybody else in here? It doesn't look like it, right?
There is nobody else. Everybody else has left.
Okay. What are we gonna do about the portal itself, though?
Well... I didn't think this far ahead.
We'll think about it on the other end.
I suppose we could smash it.
Yeah, we'll have to do it on the other end, not this end.
He thinks about it. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's go.
Okay. And, so, yeah, I'm gonna go to where everyone else was running to before, I suppose.
You step into a large circular room, similar to the one where you saw the torture happening, where I think you incidentally first met Relic as well.
Oh, it was that Relic. The idiot.
I'm really certain it was Relic.
We didn't have a name for anyone at that time.
Either way, it's a room similar to that, but instead of having, just copious blood and an Iron Maiden in the center, there is a pool of, black liquid.
Ugh. So where did everyone go? Is that the portal?
As Relic steps into the room, he locks that door behind you as well. And Travis is like, I've had a change of heart. I don't want it. No, put me down. And Relic snatches him up and throws him like a football into the liquid. God, fuck you. And as he hits the surface, he disappears. Yes, well, this is where we're going. So, after you.
Well, does this stick to your clothing, or?
Oh, it gets everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean nowhere.
Oh.
Or am I lying to you?
I'm gonna do the trust fall into it. Just turn around. I have my faith in you, and I'm gonna fall back into it as I point forwards at him.
As you point at him, he just shakes his head and gives a slight smile, a hint of a smile. As you fall back into this liquid, your vision immediately fades to black. A few moments pass, and you were just stuck in this void, deprived of your senses, left only with your thoughts. And then, almost immediately, you were jettisoned out of the liquid into a room that looks almost identical to the one you're in now, or you were in.
Do I see anyone in here that I recognize?
Travis is in here. He's the only one you recognize. There are many horned devils standing around in a large, circular formation, spears at the ready to stab whatever the hell comes through.
Relic's the last one. He locked the door behind him. He should be coming in here shortly. Then we have to close this somehow.
Okay. They go back to maintaining their vigil. Travis is like, yes, let's go.
All right, I'm gonna pick up Travis by the back and just kind of drag him forwards.
No, put me down. You can see his little legs are just kicking.
All right.
Stop.
You're good. You're all clean.
Somebody.
You're safe.
And you step back or out of the room.
Okay.
Where do you intend to go?
Okay. I'm gonna leave this room to try to find Ben or the two twins, or Izith.
I don't understand.
Oh no.
Why?
Oh no.
Why?
Did it disappear again? It disappeared again.
Why?
Nope, you're back. I hear you now.
This is horrendous.
After this one, I think we might have to call it and then just try this again next week.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
This is not doing well. The issue is we still have 30 minutes.
Ugh, that's fine. Power through it.
We'll try to push through it.
All right. So, what is your intention with Travis?
Okay. So I'm trying to leave this room to try to find the twins or Ben. Oh, it's gone again. All right. I think we have to call it, everyone. I'm sorry. We just don't know what's going on. Damn it.
First from beyond the grave. Sup?
Yep. Hey, what's up? We may have to call it.
Fine.
Oh, it cut out right
Though
there.
I suppose
again, too.
technically I
I
could
heard you
use
say
my phone.
Sorry, guys. It's just happens, I guess. Sometimes you get some technical errors.
Will
just
this work?
I mean, I heard you.
I sound horrible. I'm on my phone.
Oh. Oh, is it your computer? Check to see if you're still recording.
I'm still recording. Definitely still recording.
That's weird. I mean, yeah, I can hear you. This will be fine. I mean, I'll deal with it. The recording will only hear your normal voice and not this
Indeed.
mess.
As long as
We can do this then.
that's all that really matters, I suppose.
Yeah. Because, I mean,
Oh, what the fuck?
You sound better now.
Oh. Hi.
Alright, well, regardless. We should try to push through this, at least for now, and hope that
Give me a sec. I gotta mute Discord.
That's fair. Whew. Sorry, everyone, again. Technology.
It's a never-ending struggle.
Never ending battle. This wouldn't happen if you lived with me. It's a little different. Doesn't really work that way.
I'd have to move out of country, sir. That is an
ordeal. That is an ordeal.
All right. I am prepared.
Okay. I am trying to leave the room to go find the twins, Ben, or Izith.
All right. As you start making your way up the stairs to leave, a relic shoots through, lands where you were just a few moments ago, immediately turns around and starts smashing the room with his gigantic mace.
Does it look like he's succeeding in smashing the portal?
He is smashing the room. The portal, you weren't too sure.
Travis.
Yes. I
don't know if I have anything that's gonna help with this.
Well, I'll have you know, I've been here for years, and I've learned a few things in all those years.
Oh? Well,
Yes, but nothing will help here.
Hmm.
Yes.
Do I know of any ways that might be able to, close this thing that I've never seen before?
Make a straight intelligence check with disadvantage.
Oh boy, alright. I mean, that was a natural 20. And that one's not bad. It's not a natural 20. Straight intelligence check?
Yes, sir.
15?
15. You would know that the portal itself is reminiscent of a mirror. It only works if it is left pure and undisturbed. Therefore, what Relic is doing would potentially work, but to a much lesser degree. But if you were to introduce some kind of other substance to the liquid, it would completely render it obsolete.
Oh. I'm gonna go up and kind of cut my hand a little bit and drop some blood into it.
Nice. You take the 1 point of sexy damage.
Oh boy, I'm unconscious.
Immediately. Falls back through the portal and is mauled to death.
Oh, fantastic. No.
Yes, so you introduce your blood to the mirror, liquid stuff, and immediately it changes from the dark black to like an ash gray color and solidifies into like concrete.
Ugh. Relic, you can stop. You can stop. Everything's...
Oh, I'm so angry and so pumped at the same time. I could murder a village. Oh, uh, you heard nothing.
I
But
heard
yes.
nothing.
No, nothing. Let's go. And the
Yes,
Horned
I need
Devils
to
are
find
all
my
just
friends.
standing there, like jaws just hanging. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, I know him. Sorry, don't mind me. I'm just gonna fly behind him.
They just stare at you as you two leave.
Travis.
So you leave with Relic and Travis. Travis
All right.
is scuttling because he's so slow. Help me. Please, somebody.
I'll do what I can to lift him up, I guess.
Oh god. He's deceptively heavy.
You can walk. Sorry,
Uh,
I'm not adept in
Wait a minute.
carrying.
He underneath his coat he undoes like a clasp around his waist and like a lead belt falls off. The heavy thud. It cracks the floor slightly. That's better. And he starts like doing squats. I'm very spry, you know.
What was the purpose of the belt?
Keep me on the ground. Gotta keep your head out of the clouds. My mom always told me that. I've been here for years.
I'm just gonna leave. This is fucking... I'm gonna turn around, mouth agape. Oh my god, Chester.
Uh-huh.
There's someone less connected to this world than you.
You take that back. I work hard at this, I'll have you know.
I'm sorry, just... Travis... Alright. I'm just gonna go in search of Izith and the two twins and Ben. See if Ben's alright.
Okay. Ben and the twins are standing with Destrin. Or, well, Ben is sitting. Doesn't matter. You do not see anybody else you know, though. Mary runs over to you. Oh, thank God. You're okay.
I'm glad you two are safe.
Yeah. That was... Are we safe?
Safe now. Safe for now, at least. We're out of that hellhole. No pun intended.
You can see Mary is snickering. Oh, God. Yes.
I'm glad that you can find some kind of humor in all this, at least. Okay. That's one of the many issues that we have right now. Relic,
Look.
do you know where Izith is?
He,
Izith or Majin?
he leans against the wall. He gets very uncomfortable, of course, and then opts the stand. Well, I don't know where they might be off to. Probably brokering some kind of agreement or explaining what happened. I do not know.
Well, as far as we stand, the first layer is gone.
He clenches his fists, and you can see the red leave his knuckles, and they are almost white, and just pure fury. Yep. My home is gone. Lovely.
We'll make you another desk.
As you say desk, he cries a single tear. Just a single, like, smoldering tear runs down his cheek. I love that desk.
Well, we might be able to return it once we resolve this problem.
Oh, God.
I have just had another terrifying thought.
Mm-hmm.
So I came here through a different means. I didn't come here because I was transported. I came in through a portal and then was on a boat that then came across the river into that city.
Oh, well, yes. I assume you came from the other side of the river.
I did.
Well,
Is
then
that
you
at
should
risk?
be fine. Nope. Gotta have a soul to cross the river. Even if it's not yours.
Even if it's not yours.
Well, yeah. We don't have souls.
Oh, I see. You have to be accompanying a soul.
Yes, or, have one in your possession. But they can't do that, so wherever you came from is fine.
So then Strahd had that thing before reaching Asmodeus.
Because a safe bet, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, do I know if a vampire has a soul?
Make a history check with advantage.
Oh boy, this is good. Oh, that was sweet, succulent, near triple digits. That's a 27.
Holy shit.
Triple digits in the 30s. I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Yes, I got 102 in fucking history.
Are you sure you passed school, my friend?
Look, alright, I had to at least make some kind of character that's smart.
Vampires do not have souls. They are dead, and their soul has moved on.
So then Strahd had to have had that thing. Oh.
Although, Strahd is also a lich. And liches put souls in a phylactery. Which would lead you to believe that either he had someone with him, or he has his phylactery with him.
So that prison doesn't establish a soul. You need a living soul to travel across.
Yes.
I think I know of a way that we can resolve this. It's not pleasant.
And how would that be?
Strahd, before coming here, had to more or less make an embodiment of himself, move his soul around. So he stored it in a phylactery, a thing that if that receptacle were to shatter, he would perish, regardless of his body. In his current state, we can't actually physically kill him, but if we break the phylactery, then regardless of his power, he should still die.
And how do we go about locating this phylactery?
Well, you said so yourself. He had to have come across with it, which means that it has to be in the city. It has to be in the first layer of hell. And it has to be beyond the Blood River, otherwise he would not have crossed it.
Well, I hate to break this to you in your moment of realization, but he gestures back to the other room. We just broke our only way to go back there.
Well, it was made some way. We just have to now find another way we have to now make our plan. If we left it open, we still would have been in them up Shit's Creek, but we need a plan before we try to go in there again. Because, as far as I can tell, the Blood War has progressed beyond the walls and has now reached the city. If we were to let that just stay, they would have a free entrance into the second layer, and everything in this area would be destroyed. And then from that point on, they would just travel from the second layer, I would assume, to the later layers anyways. If the cities stay within the city bounds, like where is this building? Are we inside the second layer's city, or are we in like a different location?
We are within a city. This is not the city, however.
Okay. Well,
my knowledge here is very limited. I do not spend much time on the lower layers.
regardless, we need to find the Lord of this layer, explain the circumstance, and try to amass a group to storm the first layer and slay Stradmosius.
In the back of your mind, you hear, "Never say that again."
It sounded cooler in my head.
It really wasn't, I'm sorry to say. You tried. I'll give you the brown star.
Yay.
Yay.
But
well, I will go rally whatever we have. I'm unsure of what made it. I will go see, and I will whip them into shape, I suppose. You, on the other hand, should see about locating the Lord of the Second, and or your friend Strahd.
yeah, because if Strahd's able to breach the boundary, then things could get far worse. He's much more powerful now. If he has Asmodeus's true potential in an endless body, then things will get bad.
No shit.
I'm gonna look at the two twins. So listen to Relic. Listen to this man. I'm gonna point to the massive pit fiend, because I don't think they've actually ever met Relic.
He smiles with his pointed shark teeth, and they get scared and look at you with wide eyes. Okay.
We're friends. We're acquaintances, co-workers,
Business partners. Okay. Yeah. This is totally a normal thing to ask of somebody, yes.
You've been in hell for how long now? A week? That's plenty of time, right? That entire sentence didn't even make sense to me. I'm like, they've been in hell for a week. That's it.
You hear a record scratch in the back of your mind.
That doesn't sound very good.
You should really work on your public speaking skills, Anna.
It just feels like so much more has happened within the span of this week. Why is our life a train wreck?
He starts crying.
Need to fix your door. I've got shit to do. So I'm gonna... Alright, well then I'm gonna leave this building, I guess. I don't know anything else. Now here's an important question. Do we still have that barrel?
In the bag? Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna mark that. I didn't mark that before. Thunder barrel.
As you go to leave, Ben calls you over. Hey you.
Oh.
Help.
Yes.
Me. Hi. He
How are you
taps the
doing?
floor with his one hand. Take a seat.
I will sit down next to him.
Oh, well, it's been a very busy week for you.
Yeah.
5 days.
I'm guessing it's been very strange for you.
Yeah. I lost my home. I lost my slave home. And now I'm here, in this hallway. Look, you're a good person. You came back for me, when no one else would. So, thanks.
Of course. I mean, you and the twins over there are the three biggest friends that I have here. Izith is somewhere, and I don't know where she is, but she's important to me too. All four of you are.
He nods slowly.
I don't want to do things like this alone. And by having friends like you three, and then having someone I can trust like Izith, I'm pretty sure all of us could get out. I mean, look at this. If we solve this, I'm sure that you three will be released. If you somehow survive this whole ordeal, then you'll be able to actually go home.
I'm gonna build myself the best goddamn log cabin you've ever seen.
Yeah. And you could build a whole entire log city if need be. Build an entire city if you need to.
It's too ambitious for me.
Well, start with a cabin.
Yeah.
There.
But, look after yourself, okay? Things are only gonna get worse.
I don't intend to die now.
I didn't think you did, but, don't lose sight of the more important stuff. Like who you are.
Honestly, knowing a bit about myself, I want to live in the present, if that makes any sense.
He stares at you dumbfounded.
Stay safe. Stay close to the twins. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to help you. Mary and Amy, they'll be able to at least comfort you. I'll come back and eventually give you guys some food.
Okay. Before you leave, he looks over at Travis, and Travis is, standing maybe 40 feet away from him with his clipboard out and his goggles on his face, and he's licking his lips and writing something down while staring at Ben.
Oh, God.
Don't let him near me. He scares me.
I won't. Yeah. Though he has some interesting ideas for an arm. He was telling me about them. That's up to you to decide. I'll tell him to only do anything if you tell him it's okay.
Make a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. Your legs will be fine. Those will heal over at least eventually. 18. Or sorry, dirty 20. I forgot I'm not doing perception.
Dirty 20. Takes a deep breath and steadies himself. Yeah, fine. I'll take your word for it. He's a scary looking little dude, not gonna lie.
He's good for it though. He's good for it.
You can see he's pulled out a protractor and is holding it up towards Ben.
God, do you have to do that? I'm gonna go over to Travis. He's not comfortable with your tech yet.
Oh, I know. I was look at this, and he holds up his clipboard, and you see a diagram of Ben, and the legs have been cut off and they've been replaced with like robo feet.
Oh God.
I
His
can make him
legs will
stronger,
heal.
better, and faster.
He's not fucking RoboCop, all right?
RoboCop? I was thinking more of the Million Gold Man.
He's Ben from Pinecrest, right? Was that what it was?
No.
No. Pinecrest is fucking Ryder Hopkins.
Pine Top.
Pine Top.
Yeah.
Hill. Pine Hill.
Is it Pine Hill?
Yeah, I've marked it in our notes in the notes page.
Right.
He's just, if he doesn't want anything, then accept that. You can keep your diagrams in case he changes his mind. But if he doesn't want anything, leave him be. He's still deciding. He's coping after the loss of his arm.
His arm is missing too. He pulls out like a pair of binoculars and like zooms in on his arm. Oh, he is too. Yes.
So
jot something else down.
Sketch that, not his legs. His legs will heal.
Oh no, his legs are very broken.
They are broken, but those can at least be somewhat fixed. They don't need to be replaced.
And I'm gonna do it anyway.
You can keep your sketch, but don't do it.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, fucking damn it. Travis, no! Travis, no! That's a natural one. I didn't need the disadvantage.
Yes, of course. Yes. Mm-hmm. Not gonna do anything involving his legs. Nope. Not at all. Nuh-uh. No, sir. Nope.
I'm gonna go back to Ben. Shout if you need anything.
He looks over at Travis, and Travis is being eerily still, just like deadpan staring at him, not moving.
just look away. I'm gonna have the twins stay near you.
Oh God.
Amy, Mary. Can you watch after Ben? He's not doing very well.
Oh God.
And just do what you can to make some splints. Maybe.
He's gonna kill me. Oh,
you're not gonna die. You're not gonna die from it. First of all, you'll be fine. But make sure that the tiefling man over there who's ogling over him doesn't get too close.
Okay. Works for me.
Just watch over Ben, and I'll give you three some food later when I get a good sleep in.
Mary gives you a thumbs up.
Okay. I'm gonna put a hand on Ben's shoulder. Godspeed. I'm gonna fly away. I'm gonna leave.
Oh God. As you're leaving, you hear Travis muttering to himself very loudly. Yes, quite painful.
Oh God. I've been here for minutes.
But yes, you fly down the hall and out the front doors of this building. Now, I know nothing about the second layer of hell.
I didn't know anything about the first layer of hell, so we are now in the same boat.
Nice.
All we know, because I remember you telling me, is that the second layer has their court system embedded in it. It's all about court.
It is their court plane. I am Googling this quickly, so I have a brief understanding.
Fair. Oh, boy.
Well, this is too much, sir.
Oh no. Did you get a lot of information?
Yep, I'm gonna go blind for now because I don't have time to read. You step outside, and it is very reminiscent of, like, old Greece mythology. White marble pillars and, like, pantheons and stuff all around. The sky is blue-ish, like a dark blue with white wispy clouds.
Oh wow!
All around you are like just fields of flowers in between the buildings, white flowers, and there are the usual devils out and stuff. There's also some slaves, not nearly as many as the first layer, but a few. You see an Araness wearing gold plate armor instead of black. She is escorting some dude you've never seen before with her whip around his neck, and she's leading him towards one of the open air buildings.
This is completely different. I feel like I'm in my element here. I'm just gonna take a moment to myself. I'm gonna snap back into reality. Okay, we're in hell. We're in hell, and we're in hell figuratively as well.
Literal and metaphorical hell. I like it, Anna.
And that Araness is bringing that man to another building?
A building Diagonally from where you are now.
Okay.
Just like an open air building of pillars.
I'm gonna flap up to her with my wings. I'm gonna go
Okay.
as fast as I can to catch up to her.
Yeah, she's just walking with this dude.
Okay.
You catch up in like 10 seconds. You land beside her.
There's been an emergency and I need to speak to someone important.
Well, I am someone important. You can see the man, this like emaciated man with like sparse black hair. He's lost most of it. His bones are sticking out. Please help me. And she fucking slaps him across the face. Be quiet.
I'm not gonna look at him.
Well, what is this emergency?
I'm gonna show the brand that we have from the fucking paper from before, the rose design. Not the thorny one, the other one that resembles Izith. I'm an individual from the first layer of hell.
I do not recognize the symbol, but it bears the tidings of the first. What brings you here?
The first layer has fallen, and I need to speak to the Lord of the Second Hell.
Her eyes go wide.
I think I'm going to try to control.
Alright. I have disadvantage, right?
No, it's just base rolls.
Straight roll?
Yep.
A 9.
5.
Wow.
Alright. So you take control. Well, I told you shit was gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, and now we're here.
Yep. Working our way up and bringing us down. I mean, hey, we can still banish and get the fuck out.
Yeah. Do we want to, though? Now that we have Asmodeus-infused Strahd on the loose. A vampire, a lich, with the power of a god. One of the most powerful gods. Nice.
Yeah, it ain't gonna be good.
Nope.
Anna has an idea. Anna has a thought, but I'm not gonna say it yet, so.
Fine.
Oh my god. So, what do you want to do? Do you want to try to continue, or should we just wait until next week and just try it later on?
Might as well try while everything is set up, eh?
Yeah, we can try again.
And then just, if it doesn't work, just call it.
Yeah. That's fair. I'm going to have to do some serious editing, I think, because right now the recording's for 2 hours and 30 minutes, but... I mean, I was having an idle chit-chat, but...
With yourself?
I mean, I was asking, I don't know, questions and stuff, asking about homebrew, if they've done, like, one-to-one sessions before. Because I know people have done, like, one-on-one sessions, but I don't think they've done something like this where they switch roles. Maybe they have. Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to ask.
Yeah, I've got no idea. But yeah, if you have, let us know what you run, what you do. I'm curious and interested to know.
Yeah. It's always fun to hear stories about other people's sessions and stuff.
Hell yeah.
But I think we are going to cut this here so that way we can try to see if we're going to make it into another session.
Yes.
At least have a second one. Maybe a third if we're doing all right, but we'll figure that out later. Thank you, everyone, for listening, and we will get back to you again shortly.
Thank you very much, and goodbye.